It's bad, you guys. It's real bad on the Kanye front. There's a reason I put him in with devil horns. You know, it wasn't to be cheeky. It's because the man is a monster. Okay? Kanye is a true monster. He really is, you guys. And the more details we get about his actions, the clearer of a picture is painted of who this man really is behind closed doors. What this man has at least turned into, has evolved to become. I don't know. You know, it's just this really gross, seedy image is being created when you look at the accusations and the facts and his own actions and his own words. It's all piling into this mess of a life here. We got 4 articles to hit on all this. So it's kind of a lot to get through, but it's not as much as like the Diddy shit. Right? That was insane. Let's look at this. So Kanye was sued by this woman, Lauren Pisciotta, and this isn't the first time he's been sued by this person. If I'm not mistaken, I was talking about this on the show when we first started. I remember reading about it. I'm pretty sure we even talked about this lady because she sued him for some other stuff. Let's just read so I don't just get a whole bunch of shit wrong. Kanye West faces another rape accusation after Diddy party lawsuit. Okay, so I'm already right off the bat mixed up on shit. So he was accused of being at a Diddy party and doing some crazy shit there, but then he was then also accused of rape after that? I don't know. Let's get into it. Kanye's former assistant's 88-page lawsuit details second assault attempt after alleging that he drugged and raped her while at one of Sean Diddy Combs' parties. Disturbing claims have been made by influencer and former OnlyFans star Lauren Pisciotta, who has already sued West once before. Okay, yes. So, dude, what is up with these links? It's not taking me... Okay. So she already sued him once before, but in June, the social media star alleged that he sexually harassed and stalked her while she worked for him in 2021 until 2022. So yeah, he sexually harassed and stalked her. The rapper denied the previous claims and branded them baseless while yet to file a defense. He accused Pisciotta of blackmail and extortion. In the extensive lawsuit, Pisciotta not only alleges the drugged incident at a Combs party, but also that West 47 harassed and assaulted her on other occasions too. Pisciotta, 36, claims she always refused to have sex with him, so West reportedly attempted to force himself on her a second time in a hotel. In what Pisciotta describes as the worst incident in his pattern, West allegedly banged on her door at 6 a.m. when the group were staying at the St. Regis Hotel in San Francisco in 2021. According to the lawsuit, the rapper said he needed to use her shower as his was out of order and immediately began undressing, and Pisciotta retreated to the separate bedroom. Minutes later, the water stopped running and West is said to have walked into the bedroom with nothing but a towel covering himself, which he then dropped. Ye then stepped onto the bed and stood tall, straddling himself over Pisciotta's body and looking down on her, with his butt ass naked. Like, dude, ew! What? Oh my god, man. Oh my god. What an image. He stood over her while she's laying on the bed with butt naked, straddling himself over her body and looking down on her. Pisciotta, in a shocked state, somewhat braced herself for what might happen next. Yeah, this quickly turns from like a funny image to like horrific and scary. He then leaned closer, bracing himself on the headboard, and attempted to forcefully thrust his naked body onto and penis into her face. In all of this tracks, you guys, this is Kanye. He's playing porn in the studio. He is the type to do this. This is easy. West removed his hand from the wall behind the headboard, forcing Pisciotta to stay in place. At first, West ignored Pisciotta's pleas to stop. She stated over and over again to West, "I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this." According to the documents, he grew annoyed and tired of her refusal and pleading, so climbed off the bed and said sorry, assuring Pisciotta it wouldn't happen again. Too late, buddy. You just sexually assaulted her. You put your penis in her face. Jesus, man. That's disturbing. Like, this is Kanye. I have no trouble believing this. Hey, but at least he said sorry. Yeah, sure. Too little, too late. Another incident detailed by the lawsuit states West once trapped Pisciotta in his bedroom during a flight, masturbating until he fell asleep. This is conjuring reminders of the Louis C.K. incident, which is easy to brush off and move past, I guess. Like, I've even watched a couple interviews of his in the last few years and was interested in his comeback, so to speak. But when you're reminded of things like this, like what they do, what Kanye did, similar to what Louis did, and like you really like think about the delusion and the ego it takes for someone to do that kind of shit, it makes you be like, ugh. Like when you really think about what they did, put yourself in that room with them. Think about if somebody did that to you, how crazy it would be. And not only is it insane, these people are A-listers. So that like it doubles the insane. Surreal. Like surreal shit. You got A-listers pulling out their cock and masturbating in front of you. Unsolicited. That's traumatizing. She claims he had already declined his request for a hug after what... Dude, Kanye is so creepy. Kanye is literally the "where's my hug" guy. He's a cornball. He's a cornball, and I guess that's not breaking news to anybody, but he's not very cool. You know, Kanye's known as being like the cool guy. Like, he dresses cool, he makes the cool music, he's cool, he's on the cutting edge of cool. He's a weirdo. Like, really? Like, this man is weird behavior. And we know that Kanye is weird, but this is like creepy. Let's continue. She already declined his request for a hug, after which he allegedly sent a picture of a couple embracing and stated, "When I say I need a hug, this is what I mean." God, he's so fucking weird. The bedroom door lock was broken, so could only be opened from the outside, so Pisciotta could not leave after West shut the door, having asked to speak to her inside. Pisciotta sat on a chair in the room as West masturbated under the covers. Once he was asleep, she texted others on the plane to free her, but received no response. Kanye's gonna go down hard, you guys. We think we've seen Kanye go down. If it's not this, it'll be some other woman that comes out and tells her story of what Kanye did to her. This man is a serious sex addict and freak. No doubt he has raped and sexually assaulted people. And hopefully more women start to come out if it's happened to them. And if that happens, Kanye is going to go down so hard. Kanye could end up in jail. I hope you guys are like, you see the writing on the wall that I do. Kanye, in the somewhat near future, within the next 10 years, could end up going down hard with like an FBI investigation. Just saying. Won't be surprised. And it might be he might go down with Diddy, as we will come to find out. She claims he raped her at a Diddy party, or tried to, or alleges he drugged her at a Combs party, which I thought this article was going to go into that. Hasn't yet. The lawsuit claims she pulled her knees up under her sweatshirt, cradled her face into her knees, and hugged her legs close to her chest and silently cried so she would not wake West. Eventually, a male colleague came on a rescue mission to open the door and allow her to leave the room. The bombshell lawsuit makes a string of unsettling accusations, including West having sick sexual obsessions and fantasizing about wanting to sleep with his target's mothers, including the family of his wife Bianca Censori. Former Yeezy employee Pisciotta has said she first met the gold digger hitmaker when he invited her and a client to a studio session and party co-hosted by himself and Combs. Dude, Kanye and Combs were in it, dude. Of course, he's all into the freak-offs, dude. It makes sense. It fits. Kanye would be very much into the freak-offs. According to legal docs obtained by DailyMail.com, she was handed a drink by West himself, after which she started to feel disoriented before she slipped into a highly impaired state. She felt less in control of her body and speech, and that is where her memories of the night escape her, it has been claimed. The next day, Pisciotta felt ashamed and embarrassed that she couldn't recall the evening's events, while her musician client, who attended with her, refused to discuss what happened. Ugh. Pisciotta has said she only discovered the truth years later in West's final weeks as her boss, understanding why her client felt too traumatized to speak out until then. After originally believing she had been drugged by a studio assistant but managing to get home without being attacked, Pisciotta learnt the extent of the night's events from West himself. West's ex-wife, not named in the lawsuit but believed to be Kim Kardashian, who is his only former spouse, allegedly commented on him and Pisciotta having an affair in November 2022, to which Pisciotta said she wanted to contact her to set the record straight. Pisciotta believed Kardashian was under the wrong impression about their working relationship. However, she has claimed West told her she couldn't send a message to clear the air because of what happened in the Santa Monica party. "We did kind of hook up a little one time," the lawsuit claimed West told Pisciotta. West then immediately proceeded to reminisce about the time he was referring to where he hooked up with Pisciotta after she had been drugged. The lawsuit added, Pisciotta claimed West had told Kardashian they hooked up but left out the true nature and severity of what he did to her. Wow. Had Kardashian been told the truth and known Pisciotta was in fact drugged and sexually assaulted by Kanye West, she would never have made the comment, the lawsuit states. Pisciotta allegedly told West that she did not remember anything from the party, to which he laughed in response. He is said to have told her, "Women love to say they don't remember," before changing the subject. Dude. I mean, no wonder Kanye was surrounding himself with like the worst people during the Donda release, and everyone was scratching their heads like, why is he aligning himself with people like Marilyn Manson and DaBaby and Playboi Carti or whoever? It's because he knows he's doing the same shit, and he wants to surround himself with people that can justify it. It's like, I almost feel bad because he went through the whole Jesus arc, and that was almost, in a way, maybe like a cry for help. He's fighting these demons. You know, Kanye's out here fighting these demons, and now he's given in to the demons. Kanye tried to fight the demons with his Jesus arc. He stopped cussing in his music. He was all about Jesus. He did the Sunday service. You know, that was beautiful. He went around traveling the world with a choir. That was gorgeous, dude. And at this point, he went through the divorce, and now he's out here sexually assaulting. I mean, this is the man. He was a family man. It's so fucking sad. I miss the old Kanye, and who doesn't? He is just completely given in to his worst desires, his most evil desires, and it's gonna end him up in jail. I mean, damn, dude. Women love to say they don't remember. I mean, he is so far down the incel pipeline, dude. He is, you know, not only is he a neo-Nazi, not only is he a Donald Trump supporter, far right. Remember, he was making black book lists of Jewish people? He carries around a list of Jewish people. He's a neo-Nazi. Well, not only all that, but now alleged, accused, date raper. Elsewhere in the lawsuit, Pisciotta claims West's true nature was predatory, aggressive, compulsive, vulgar, perversive, and frighteningly calculative. He has been labeled a premeditative and sadistic groomer who has taken advantage of his superstardom to fuel his insatiable sexual gratification and animalistic desires with little boundaries. West married Censori, 29, 2 years ago. I didn't realize she was only 29. That's crazy. I thought she was in her 30s. The Australian architectural designer met him when she began working at Yeezy in November 2020. The relationship has been a hot topic ever since they were first spotted together, with Censori frequently seen in public wearing extremely revealing outfits while her spouse is fully clothed. In her lawsuit, Pisciotta claims West sent her a screenshot on September 28, 22 of a text chain between him and his wife talking about having sex with her mother. "I want to fuck your mom before she leaves," he wrote. He asked Pisciotta, "Should I add I meant I want you to watch me fuck your mom?" West also messaged Pisciotta on September 13, 2022, asking about an A-list fashion model who he was determined to have sex with, requesting for her to work on his sunglasses campaign. Ew, dude, he's requesting people that he wants to have sex with to work closer with him on certain projects, dude. And this is what he feels comfortable sharing with his assistant. You know, who knows the things he's doing that he's not even comfortable sharing, if this is what he is comfortable sharing. Is young A-list fashion model better for me than different A-list fashion model? How do I tell her I need to fuck her mom bad? What? When he's attracted to a girl, he just wants to tell her, "I want to fuck your mom." So weird. Kanye, if you're a fan of Kanye still, if you're still trying to defend this man, you are weird. If you are whitewashing all of this shit, if you are looking past this shit, you are willing to look past some of the strangest behavior by any celebrity I've ever heard. Let's continue. While shooting for the campaign, West headed for breaks, during which he instructed wife Censori and other female guests to perform oral sex on him and fellow men in the changing rooms. He later boasted about this to Pisciotta, as well as the time in June 2022 when he allegedly drank a bottle of wine with a model before inserting it into her. Okay. "I feel like you could be a spectator. I just feel like she needs an audience. A beautiful audience, LOL," he wrote. The lawsuit claimed. These are so specific. She is not making this up. I mean, they've got the text, right? They've got the text. So other disconcerting texts sent from West to Pisciotta include the time she was delayed with travel due to work visas, saying he wanted to go back to LA. He wrote, "And there's so much pussy in LA. I may rent a room, take the honey pack, drink some tequila, and just take appointments." Ew, so gross. "I'm a great guy and dad, but I love bad bitches, and I love the fuck the shit out of bad bitches and make them fall in love too." Okay. God, he writes like a teenage boy, which is just pathetic. Pisciotta makes several other claims about West abusing his connections at high-profile brands such as Adidas and Gap to get women into the U.S. on work visas so he could sleep with them. They were given obscure job titles at his companies and made to sign non-disclosure agreements. However, he is believed to have been brazenly open with Pisciotta and other staff about what happened, divulging grotesque details, including telling them that he filmed his sexual encounters to get the full picture. Yeah, and this is something we've always known about Kanye. He's always been very open with the people that he works with about his sexual activity, what he's interested in sexually, even going as far as openly just like playing porn on TVs in the office and sitting there watching it weirdly. Like, he is a sick freak with no constraints. He is like a child king with unlimited money and no one to tell him no, and just fulfilling all of his sick sexual desires on unwitting people. This is called sexual assault, friends. These are crimes Kanye is committing, that he's being accused of committing here. And this statement here also reminds me of, not only is he doing all this weird sexual shit out in the open as if it's like cool and okay to his employees, creating a hostile, unsafe work environment, he's also at the same time doing this kind of behavior with Nazi shit, talking about Hitler in the workplace, talking about Nazism in the workplace openly, proudly, boasting about it to his employees. So he's talking about Nazi shit, talking about Hitler, praising Hitler in the workplace, and he's also talking about his sexual escapades with his employees with grotesque details in a brazenly open way. The lawsuit also claims West often offered up his sexual partners, employees, and women he trafficked as gifts to his friends and colleagues. Pisciotta claimed he tried to gift her too, but was unsuccessful. It's believed that West would host sex parties at hotels, including Nobu. He also, according to the suit, was insistent on having sex with Pisciotta, which she claims became a game to him. Pisciotta has said many of West's friends and fellow A-listers expressed concern about his behavior towards her and asked if she needed help. Reps for Kanye have been contacted for comment. Wow. So that's one. That's just one article, guys. We have 3 more. Let's continue on. Reading about these salacious accusations. West denied the claims, calling them baseless. When approached for comment in Melbourne on Monday by the publication, Alexandra said she wouldn't be drawn into the latest claims about her son-in-law and asked for privacy. According to the Daily Mail, West allegedly sent Pisciotta a screenshot on September 28, 2022 of a text conversation. In it, he is accused of writing to Sensoria, "I want to fuck your mom," before she leaves. So weird, dude. Like, asking another woman about the sex you should send to your wife. Like, come on, dude. Just pathetic. Pisciotta claims Sensori replied to the text as a way insisted upon and required by West for her and others to keep their jobs and visas. So yeah, she's there on a visa, so Kanye has control over the people that he brings on visas to work for him. It's just an extra layer of control. Australian architectural designer Sensori met West when she began working at Yeezy in November 2020. West is also accused of writing bizarre messages to Pisciotta about Sensori with a lawsuit claiming he wrote on June 25, 2022, "I feel like Bianca came into LA to fuck as many people as possible and break marriages and turn other girls into hoes." Okay. Something more to it with her. She's too smart, and she said she was pretending to be an architect. Name withheld, hit me, and she's a full-blown hoe after Bianca befriended her. She's a different person. Wait, who is he talking about? Oh, okay, I see. Yeezy employee fell in love with her. She'd been doing damage. What's her potential? Turn up the volume a little bit on the mic. Let's see here. She was really inappropriate at the Adidas office. Her moves are too obvious. The allegations from the bombshell lawsuit come after they shut down rumors that they'd split, putting on an amorous display in Tokyo. Bianca Sensori's parents were tricked and very confused by Kanye West's split. Yeah, last week I read that they were reportedly splitting and that Kanye was talking about moving to Tokyo, but Bianca's parents were tricked by her alleged breakup with Kanye, as it's reported they were shocked by the news reports. Reports earlier this week suggested the couple, who married in 2023, had hit a rough patch and had quietly gone their separate ways. Insiders told TMZ that the pair had been telling those in their circle that they split up a few weeks ago, but the couple effectively squashed rumors they are heading for divorce as they put in an amorous display in Tokyo. Although the rumors were only rife for a day, the news shocked fans and apparently even surprised Bianca's parents, who felt tricked. They can't understand what is happening and feel that she is being controlled. A second source told the outlet, "Bianca's family feels very confused right now." Trust me, dude, I was the biggest Kanye fan in the world. I've seen Kanye multiple times. My life revolved around Kanye. Kanye drops. I have become emotional over Kanye's music, just speaking about Kanye in the past to my own mother, to the point where I'm crying, talking about Kanye and the importance of Kanye's music. Yeah, no, I was with Kanye up until he basically came out as a neo-Nazi. At which point my eyes were open to, it's all written out here. So it's clear as day. Kanye is not a good guy, okay? Bianca's family feels very confused right now. Her sister just spent time with her in LA and she saw firsthand how dysfunctional Bianca's marriage is. When she went back home, she told everyone that she couldn't take it anymore. Then suddenly she is back in Japan and living up on Kanye. The source also emphasized the alleged concern her family have for her. Her story keeps changing and no one knows what will come next. If Kanye can have so much control over her that she is being dishonest with her family and friends, it is scary. This isn't the first time that it has been reported that Bianca's parents have been concerned about their daughter. In February 24, it was reported that her parents were distressed after seeing her naked in a raincoat with Kanye. Her family and friends are mortified because it just keeps getting worse and worse, a source told Mail Online at the time. Bianca clearly doesn't realize that what she wore isn't only disgusting and setting a bad example, but she is also potentially breaking the law. Okay, so that's about her parents. I think we got through this article, right? Let's continue on here. Wildest Kanye West kink allegations, cuckolding orgies, obsession with hookers, erection honey. So these are salacious. Kanye has been accused of having some wild kinks as the bombshell lawsuits continue. RadarOnline.com can reveal details about the rapper's alleged secret, including cuckold claims and erection honey. I don't even know what that is, and I don't think I want to. In a tweet that recently went viral, host of the Pillow Talk podcast, Ryan Poundhall, claimed that Kanye would request women featured on his show. That checks out with what Bianca described in her lawsuit about like requesting women. Poundhall claimed, I sent him 5 girls, I'm happy to say. Ugh. Who is Pillow Talk? Ugh. I don't know. That's creepy. Sex trafficked him 5 girls. That's awesome. He added, I didn't sign an NDA, I can say it. I never got a thank you, I never even got to talk to Kanye, I never even spoke to Kanye. The host explained that despite not receiving a thank you, he considered it cool that the rapper seemed to be tuning into his show. You're a freak, dude. I don't know who you are, but weird. Poundhall continued to reveal secrets about the couple, one being about a Christmas gift West allegedly got for his wife. The host claimed that the rapper got his wife an adult film star for Christmas. After Poundhall made the shocking claims, and we heard this about Kanye earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. The whole, he wants to watch her get screwed by another man. I think it might have been the Pisciotta lawsuit from the summer where she claimed that for the first time. After Poundhall made the shocking claims regarding the gift, podcast guest Sky Bree claimed that West messaged her asking to see videos of her getting effed by the biggest D you've ever taken. Let me see that, Sky Bree. You gotta release that message. If it's true, you gotta send the screenshot out. Please, I'm begging you. Sky Bree, please release those screenshots. Poundhall added that he believes the couple is into the craziest, kinkiest shit. In June, couples therapy star Dr. Jin Mann claimed that West was showing signs of being a cuckold after the rapper's alleged texts were revealed in the lawsuit filed against him by former assistant Lauren Pisciotta. I love how this is like disease. According to her lawsuit, the Flashing Lights rapper texted Pisciotta, see, my problem is I be wanting to F, but then after I F, I want a girl to tell me how hard they've been F'd while I'm F'ing them. Then I want her to cheat on me. What? These people are just living in the weirdest reptile brain reality of all time. It's is this what happens? You become so famous, you get so much money, you have everything at the tip of your fingers that nothing cuts it anymore. Nothing cuts it. They can't feel anything without becoming degenerate freaks because they've felt everything. It's kind of sad, actually. Dr. Jin stated in an interview that if West allegedly did send those texts, it was so inappropriate and a violation of trust. According to the lawsuit, Pisciotta claimed that she was tasked with helping find women to bring into West and Sensori's bed. The lawsuit claimed in August 2022 at the Yeezy Gap office, Kanye, aka Ye, required plaintiff to remove her cardigan while she was in the office because he said it was covering too much. Later that evening at the office, Kanye asked Bianca Sensori and other female guests to perform oral sex on him and his male guests in the office changing room. So yeah, this is stuff we read earlier. And other disturbing claims made by Pisciotta. West allegedly spoke candidly about his own sex life. Pisciotta claimed that she was requested to get the rapper sexual enhancement and performance honey several times, and that he allegedly said he fantasized about getting arrested for effing the shit out of his assistant. Getting arrested? So he's just bragging about wanting to rape her. Why else would you get arrested for? Yeah. According to TMZ sources, West and Sensori have been allegedly telling close friends they parted, which we now know they've kind of gone back on. Right. Moving on. Bianca Sensori was Kanye West's orgy coordinator, according to shocking new claims. So now we're getting into the weeds here. This one is just for funsies, just because it's part of it. But yeah, very salacious. But let's see what the rumors are. Kanye has used his office as a sexual playground, and his wife, Bianca Sensori, acted as a sex party coordinator, according to fresh claims from former assistant Lauren Pisciotta. Ew. The OnlyFans influencer filed a disturbing 88-page lawsuit against the 47-year-old rapper earlier in October, in which she alleged she was drugged and raped while attending one of Sean Diddy Combs' parties. It comes after she sued him in June for alleged sexual harassment and stalking. West refuted the claims at the time as baseless. Pisciotta has claimed that West transformed his office into a sexual playground, and Sensori, 29, was to be his sex party coordinator who willingly participated in his twisted sexual fantasies. Per the Daily Mail, she further alleged that the situation would make him feel powerful and secure, and that a makeshift bedroom was often required, which consisted of a mattress, pillows, and blanket in a private room or closet. Elsewhere, West would frequently host his sex parties at various luxury hotels. Okay, we got that. The legal docs also claimed another time West grabbed her on the throat in front of an unfazed Sensori. Pisciotta worked as an assistant. These recent claims come just days after rumors that West and the Australian architectural designer had broken up. The former Yeezy employee's claims about her alleged rape at Combs' parties are also detailed in the lawsuit. Combs is currently in jail after he was arrested on sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation last month. He has also been hit with accusations of sexual assault and rape by 6 people, which he has denied. Pisciotta explained she first met West at a party she was invited to that was co-hosted by Combs, where she was handed a drink by him. Damn, that's crazy. The first time they met, she claims that he spiked her drink. She suffered memory loss from the night after this point, which made her feel ashamed and embarrassed. We know about this. Okay, here we go. This month, his former director of intelligence also made explosive claims about his relationship with Sensori. The man, identified as John Doe, was initially hired when West was considering a presidential run, but the nature of his job soon changed when he was asked to hire private investigators to tail Sensori. The 22-page lawsuit filed in the LA Supreme Court reads, a particularly notable task by Ye was to have Doe hire private investigators to follow and tail his wife, Bianca Sensori, when she was traveling alone to visit family in Australia without Miss Sensori's knowledge, per the Daily Mail. So yeah, he's like a paranoid freak who also like wants her to do shit, but then he like acts like he's like open and cool and wants her to do all this like extramarital sex, and then at the same time he's like paranoid about it and hiring investigators. Like he's mentally insane, which is not news to anybody, but it goes deep, you guys. His insanity goes deep, and it is getting to a point where he is just acting out his most depraved fantasies unrestricted. He also alleged he was asked to investigate supposed various criminal links within West's ex-wife Kim Kardashian's family. That's funny. Which, sure, fuck it, dude. Investigate. Let's air it all out. All right. So that's the Kanye news, you guys. It's explosive, and it's sad, you know. It's sad that this is what Kanye has turned into.